Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to speak about crazy stories for 3 minutes. So guys, make sure guys, if there's any candy around, make sure guys, let's eat the candy. So guys, just grab my candy. So guys, let's eat the candy. So guys, you're gonna like to see. Let's watch. It's loading guys. I wish like if you can hear.
A
These
video
are the
editor for all
ads,
creators.
guys.
What you doing there?
Hey guys, download this app over
Who are you?
here.
I'm future you. Also,
A bus stop horror story.
This happened when I was 17 years old. I would go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week and ride the bus home. It was a Sunday and I had just missed my bus, so I had to wait longer for another one.
Bro, check your watch, guys.
I would have called my parents, but they were out for the evening, and taxis charged more, so I decided to sit and wait in the bus shelter. It was a cold night and snow had just started peppering the ground. My bus was taking longer than usual, so I got my phone out and listened to some music. Almost an hour had passed. It was freezing and I hadn't seen anyone at all. That was until I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. It was a creepy guy dressed in thick layers of clothing, walking slowly towards me.
Before guys, please, if you guys can hear, make sure guys to read over here below what the guy is saying. So, guys, make sure guys you subscribe and like this video. Let's do the handshake. Some of you, this is my handshake from somebody. I saw this handshake. Let's do it. Let's do like this. Then, with the left hand like this. Then, get the ready here. So guys, let's continue. Make sure guys to grab a sweet and eat.
I knew staring at him would draw more attention, so I just focused on my phone. He sat down at the other end of the shelter and just stared at me. There was something off about him. He seemed like he was either drunk or on drugs. He then asked,
"When is the bus due?"
I took out my earphones and said, "I think it's delayed, because of the snow." He stared at me for a while, then started mumbling to himself. He was really starting to creep me out, so I pretended to be on my phone. After a couple of minutes, I took another look. He'd moved closer to me. I looked away for a second, then heard the sound of him sliding even closer. I turned to him and said,
Hey guys, check where the guy's placing his thumb at his butt. But guys, let's continue.
"You okay there?" He stared at me with glossy eyes, lifted his arm and leaned towards me. Immediately, I grabbed my bag and ran as he fell to the ground. I ran down the road trying my hardest not to look back. I kept going until I got to the next bus stop.
Guys, if it was a black person, you could just fight with the person. But white people are just afraid or sometimes not afraid. So if you're a white person or a black person, that's alright.
I turned around to check to see if he was there. He was gone, so I went to sit down. Feeling relieved, I rested my head on the back of the glass and waited for the bus.
Okay guys, if there's somebody following you, just run home very fast. Not just sit down and lazy around. Get there ready here.
I jolted and turned around to see the same guy staring at me through the glass.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Then he started walking around the shelter towards me.
I'm warning you, stay back!
I yelled in panic as I was backing up. I wanted to run, but I left my bag in the shelter and I couldn't leave without it. Suddenly, the man leaped at me and I quickly moved out of the way. He fell to the ground face
The guy has a boo-boo.
first. I froze in shock, then noticed the blood coming from his face. I tried to get a response out of him, but nothing worked. I called the police and paramedics.
The guy just caused danger. Let's see back. You see, just got some piercing. Like we can see where the blood is moving, or maybe it's in the eye or the forehead. The guy was kicked like Goliath.
And they arrived shortly after. I told them what had happened, and they told me that the guy was on prescription drugs. They found a photo in his wallet of him and his son. The boy looked just like me, so we assumed he thought I was him. I later learned that he had lost his son in a custody battle and went off the rails. He was taken away for treatment, and that was the last I saw of him. I got my driver's license shortly after, and have never been on a bus since.
So guys, take a bus. Not like if you're moving from school, just take a bus, then go home. Okay. Let's watch another one. So guys, just came for another one.
A video edit.
This happened when I first moved out. I
So guys,
rented a small place and started working as a pizza delivery guy. It was a local shop. The work pressure was moderate throughout the weekdays, but during weekends, we hardly had time to relax. I generally did day shifts, but due to the bulk of orders, I had to do night shifts on weekends too. I was quite happy to do night shifts, being honest. It gave me a lot of time to relax during the day, and also, people got paid good tips on night orders on weekends. Our boss provided us.
okay, that's me. The guy with the pizza, just give me some pizza. I'm very hungry, but guys, if I'm some candy, some anything sweet, even if sugar, just take it, dab at your mouth, or guys subscribe. Once again.
3 bikes and 1 car to go for the deliveries. The car was especially for night shifts because driving through the empty highways amidst the woods at night is quite unsafe on a 2-wheeler. It was a Saturday night. I got 3 deliveries back to back. The first 2 deliveries were close, but the last one was on the outskirt of the town. After 5 minutes of drive in the town, I drove onto.
Hey, for police, can't you do your work? Like if the guy that doesn't have a number plate or anything, just random car.
A dusty road. The GPS tracker showed me the way. I was driving amidst the dense forest. My car headlights were the only light around me. I could hear the owls hooting and the crickets chirping in the distance. After continuing like this for a while, my GPS tracker showed me a turn on my left. As I reached near the turn, I noticed a dark road going that way.
Hey.
Without GPS, I would have surely missed this turn.
A white person, even if it's a job, just quit.
It was 11 p.m. when I finally reached the location.